Getting ready to drill the hole for my cross pin here. The instructions tell me to go 5/8 back from the throat opening or the bed opening, which is this side. So this is how I laid this out. I just took my adjustable square, brought it up to that line until it just disappeared right there. Took my layout, my brass layout pieces here, brought them up 3/8 and a quarter, which is 5/8, and drew my line. So there's my 5/8 reveal from that opening. Then they want you to go 1.5 inches up from the bed, and now I just need to transfer this line across here. So right there. That'll be where I drill my hole. Now I've got my cutout block here to insert in this opening, so that when I drill the hole I don't get any blowout on the inside. Well, here's the bonehead move of all bonehead moves. I went to drill this hole. I wanted to drill it a 1/64 of an inch smaller and then ream it out to quarter. I grabbed the bit that was larger, 1/64 of an inch larger than quarter instead of smaller. So now I'm going to ream it out to 3/8, put these brass or bronze sleeves in there, and then this pin will sit inside of those. It'll give me a nice tight fit. Now here's how I'm going to control my depth of cut, or depth of sanding. I'm going to just take this to my belt sander. I've got this set to just a little bit less than the thickness of my sides. I'll mount my piece like that, and then grind it down till I just almost get to that the end of that threaded rod. So that should work out pretty well, I think. Okay, that worked out pretty slick. I got them nicely finished here. They're going to be just lovely. And I think that that's a nice press fit in there. I don't think I need to epoxy them into this body. They should be okay. Now here's my setup for installing these bushings. I'm gonna press them in. I'm not gonna hammer them in. So this is the same setup I used to grind them. I got this T-nut on the back side of that, and then on the top side, just a standard nut, and a washer, and I'll spin this or turn this one while holding the bottom here, and just ease them on in. I think that's it right there. Okay. Let me get this unclamped and put the pin in. That looks pretty nice. And actually, it's nice and tight there. It's, I guess I'll put it this way, it's misaligned just enough that there's enough tension there that this doesn't spin and it's staying put. But now I've got to get that marked, and I got to grind that back. We'll see how she fits now. I'd say that's beautiful. Just a hair high right there, but that'll come off with a little sanding. It's good and tight too, I like that. Alright, let's put the blade in, get her kind of situated and see if I can make a cut with it. Actually, I'll see if this, got to see if this fits first. Yeah, that's a little thick. Alright, I'm going to sand that down. What I'm going to do with this, let me take this out here. I'm going to sand this thinner. I'm going to go across the grain to start. And I'm going to mark it about, I'm going to say right there. So that I have a little bit of a lip, so that when I drop this in, it will hit the cross pin and stop. I think that'll be good. So I'll let me do that as well. I'll be right back. Actually, what I should do here is mark that. I'm going to mark that with my marking knife. And I'll just go cross grain on that with a shoulder plane.